Hello and welcome. I am your host, Sister Farah Rose Perry. Welcome to the Swords of St. Michael. We are going to bring you a meditation moment you do not want to miss because today we're going to talk about tipping the tables on Satan. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. As I said, my name is Sister Farah Rose. I am an active, working Catholic Lay Franciscan, Professed, Tertiary, Third Order, here in the state of Missouri, and my job as, shall we say, an assistant. I am what they call a demonologist. My husband so sweetly calls me I'm a profiler. I'm a demonic profiler. And the thing of it is that it's not difficult to do once you start to know what to look for. And in today's meditation moment, we welcome you, and I'm hoping you get something out of this, and I'm hoping you like this video. Leave a comment, because I love to respond to them too. It gets me thinking about other things. And if you can, I have got 60% of you out there watching. Can you please subscribe? I'd really appreciate it. And you know what? You can always unsubscribe later. But there's lots of information on this Swords of St. Michael channel about demonology, ghostology, all sorts of self-help, self-exorcism. Maybe somebody you know is suffering. Maybe somebody you know might need some of this information. Maybe you just want to play some of the wonderful videos I did with the subliminal Latin prayers I recorded. Hey, give it a look, see. So as I said, today we're going to talk about tipping the tables on Satan. Basically, what you need to know is we all come from a place of our humanity, our senses, the way God created us. And in today's meditation moment, I want to go over what it is we need to think about today. There is so much evil in our world today, and it's so blatant. And I'm sorry, you guys, I've still got a little tear in my eye. I just got back from Mass, and I saw the most beautiful thing, and I have to share it with you because it was the whole inspiration for today's meditation moment. And what I saw, you are just not going to believe. This lady is adorable, and I have protected her identity, protected her hair. She was in front of me, and for those of you that don't know me, I love wearing my veil to Mass. I love the traditional Mass. This lady was at the Novus Ordo, and I am cantering. She's wearing her veil. And I saw this, and I tell you, I just teared up. And if you can't read it, because you're on your phone, it's too small, it says, quote unquote, you need to stop trying to sit at a table that Jesus would flip over. And I thought, wow, how often have all of us done that? How often have all of us been tempted to sit at a table because it looked so good? Either the food looked great, the people looked great, the promises of what we were going to learn, get, or receive was so amazing we couldn't resist sitting at this table. So if we're going to try and stop sitting at a table that Jesus would flip over, how are we going to do that? In today's meditation moment, we're going to talk about that. Okay, if you have a Bible, or even if you don't, I'm just going to go ahead and read it to you. We're going to talk about 1 Corinthians. Okay, Corinthians is some of my favorite. Anyway, 1 Corinthians 10:21. You cannot drink from the cup of the Lord and the cup of demons. What are we talking about? Top 3, here it comes. All right, I hate to say it, but the Olympics are still on everybody's mind because of the travesty of justice for many of these people. As I spoke in one of my previous videos, the Olympics were a sports challenge. It was definitely a pagan ceremony, years and years and years ago, but it's become one of those iconic things in many cultures that encourages people to strive for excellence. It encourages people to join the culture of excellence for their country, for themselves. It gives them something to shoot for. And that in itself is a really, sometimes we look at children, we're like, who are their heroes? Rap artists, rock stars, movie stars, athletes, they're making billions of dollars a game. These athletes that compete in the Olympics make zero, zip, zilch. Okay? They make nothing. And they're competing to be the best of the best. And in this instance, I'm telling you, and I'm remarking about this, there was so much blatant hatred for the Christians that believe in Christ that the Vatican actually said, we're highly saddened about this. Woo, that's putting it mildly, but we're not going to go there. We're going to our meditation moment. How do we recognize that we're even sitting at the table with Satan? How do we recognize that Jesus would just totally upend this table? Well, let's take this beautiful Italian woman who entered a boxing ring. She has 2 X chromosomes. She is a lady. The boxer she was pitted against has an XY and was excluded from previous boxing bouts. Do I know if she knows this? No, I don't. I really don't. Could she have not done this knowing that? Do you think Jesus would have sat in the ring and watched this? No, he would have tipped that table. So in hindsight, and of course hindsight is everybody's salvation here, but you know what? We make mistakes. That's why, Jesus said, hey, I am the truth, the way, and the life. Turn, repent, and come to me. I'm not saying this woman did anything wrong. However, sadly, she's paying the price of sitting at a table that Jesus would have tipped. She entered the ring knowing that this boxer was kicked out of other professional circles because of his XY chromosome. What does that mean to you, ladies and gentlemen? For those of you that don't know, XY are boys, XX is girls, and I don't mean to insult you. Please don't take that the wrong way. This is ridiculous. Okay? You cannot, I don't care how many hormones, how many steroids, no woman can get in the ring with a man, a biological male, okay? You cannot. You cannot hit as hard. You cannot take a hit as hard. That poor woman, that poor Italian woman literally got her face smashed in. She fell to her knees and she said, I cannot do another round. This is unjust. It is unfair. And what did the Olympics do? Well, there's no reason hem hot and let this boxer go on to beat another woman, a Bulgarian woman who said, this isn't right. This is a guy. But the Olympics is overlooking it. So do not sit at a table that Jesus would turn over. Let's go on. All right. How are we going to look at these traps and snares and go, nope, not sitting there, not drinking that, not eating that, not participating in that in any way, shape, or form? And don't you love this image? Ooh, this is the final judgment with St. Michael. I love this one. One of the ones I use in my rosaries when I make rosaries. And one of these days I'm going to do a video on that because I would love to show you all the work that I pour into because I love rosaries. Segue, Swords of St. Michael, please give us a like, a thumbs up. And I know I've got 63% of you out there watching, and I'm praying you're enjoying it. Please subscribe. Check out the rest of this stuff. Thank you. PA announcement over. Number 1. All right, God gave us our senses. What are our senses? Whether you're blind or you're deaf or whatever, we have senses he gave us. When you enter into any sort of situation, professionally, romantically, personally, a work situation, our senses are there to report, adjust, logically receive, and decide and discern. Sifting, okay? So let's take our senses. When we meet people, what are they looking like? How do they look at us? How are they choosing their words to talk to us? Are they talking to us with respect? How are they talking about others? Scornfully, disdainfully, with respect? Are they lifting them up with their words? Think about these things. How are they appearing to you? And I'm not talking about Gucci bags, Armani loafers, diamonds and furs. They could be very, very poor. or have, a lower, shall we say, a lower ability to afford many nice things that people consider commonplace, like Nike shoes and very expensive things. We've become such a nation of, we must have brand new, and we must have, the finest. Number 2, let's talk before we sit at that table. Let us ask and inquire. Who are they? What is this? Why is this? Do I need this? Because communication produces the next point of action. So you must speak before you sit at a table. You must speak before you choose and you make that choice to be in a situation that may affect you later. 3, ye shall know them by their fruits. Now, what the heck are we talking about with fruits, huh? What's a fruit? Look at your bloody fruit tree, okay? What happens with an apple tree? An apple tree blossoms, the bee fertilizes it, boom, you get this beautiful little thing that's all sweet. You make pies out of it. That's a fruit. For those of us that are really familiar with the Bible, we know in numerous places God talks about pruning us like we would a fruit tree to produce more fruit. What do you think all these temptations and everything that we encounter every day are? It's pruning. And sitting at a table that God would tip over is not a temptation. It's a choice that could seriously hurt us and cause, who knows, a day, a week, a month, or like that poor boxer, that beautiful Italian woman, the rest of her life. This horrible injury could affect her horribly. I felt so bad for her. I was like, ugh. And I just, just heard it. Because I know from the mistakes I've made in the past, ladies and gentlemen, I've made some bad choices. I can't say I have regrets. I have things I wish I could do over. Because to regret something, that's almost like a worry. Something that God does not want us to do. He doesn't want us to regret. He does not want us to worry. He came here to give us the greatest peace we could possibly have. So let's embrace this peace. After we've gone over these 3, we've thought about it. This meditation moment is to help you face this week, face this month, face this year, and look at those things. Who am I sitting at the table with? Would Jesus sit here with me? Or would Jesus pick this table up and toss it and pull it as a whip? That's some food for thought this week, isn't it? So as you go through your week, I am hoping that you're going to have a beautiful week, that it will be filled with peace, that God will bless you and shine his countenance on you. And I'm going to begin to say my favorite line from all my rest of my videos. We are here at Swords of St. Michael, helping you to win the fight and hopefully to win it right. God bless you. God keep you. And Sister Farah, over and out. Good night.